Hello YouTube, Wes here checking in with my CD inbox for what's going to be called Summer 2019. The CDs I found since my last CD update. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day or night whenever it is you're watching this. So let's just go ahead and get into this. Got a pretty good stack, even though not as large as the last selection I showed you in the springtime. But some of these sort of relate. These first couple of bins here, I'm going to show you CDs from. I think they were related to the classic rock and jazz collection that came in near the end of the springtime when I made that last video. I think these are some more that they put out on the shelves after that, and I was able to pick up some more of those. So we'll just go ahead and get into the CDs here. First thing we have here is Neil Young's Hawks and Doves. And I do have the camera I'm a little closer to the camera this time. I know people were complaining last time about not being close enough, so hopefully this is better for you. Hopefully I'm not too close. And this is Various Artists Hitsville USA by Motown. So some Motown collections here. Looks like about 27 tracks on one, 28 tracks on another. So pretty good amount of Motown stuff here on 2 CD set. Pretty nice. Neil Young and Crazy Horse with ARC or ARC. And B.B. King's Deuces Wild. I'm guessing this is a compilation on the Blues Kingpins label. This is a John Lee Hooker compilation. Nice packaging on this. Here's a cool one, MGMT with Oracular Spectacular. I think probably their biggest hit. I do really enjoy this album. Had it digitally forever. I don't think I have a physical copy of it, but I do love this, and I really should. And I've toyed around with the idea of getting it on vinyl many times, and just haven't done it for some reason. But yeah, fun album. Definitely glad to have that on CD at least. We have Block Party's Silent Alarm and Block Party's A Weekend in the City. Not real familiar with Block Party, but you know, these are from Goodwill, so they're 10 for $3, so they're basically 30 cents a piece. So if you don't like something, it's not a huge loss. Copy of Miles Davis In a Silent Way. Very nice to have that on CD. This is Neil Young's American Stars and Bars. This is part of the Ken Burns Jazz series. This is the one they did for Charles Mingus. I guess they put out some different collections of jazz music. For the country one that's on air now, I see that they have a soundtrack to it, but I don't see that they're doing specific artists. I don't know, maybe that will come later, or maybe they won't do that at all, but that was part of the Ken Burns Jazz series. And then Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix by Phoenix, this was the album of the month from Vinyl Me Please earlier this year, so it's cool to have this on CD as well. Copy of Neil Young's Prairie Wind. On some very soft paper, kind of like that Tonight's the Night cover. The original vinyl pressing of that. And some more blues here. Big Bill Brunzi with Good Time Tonight. I don't know if this is, as I'm guessing this is a compilation of stuff here. Quite a few tracks on there. Columbia. Alright, next up we have an album from Usher titled Looking for Myself from 2012. I listened to Usher in the late 90s, early 2000s, but haven't heard any of his more recent stuff, so I thought I would check this one out. Another one from Block Party. This is Intimacy. A copy of A Very Special Christmas 3, which I do definitely already have, but might use that as VCLT. Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Year of the Horse. I guess this is a trifold here. And then a very special Christmas Volume 5, so that was pretty cool. I'd never even seen this one before. I didn't know they did a Volume 5, so yeah, that was a cool find. Alright, in the next box here we have Now That's What I Call Music 57. This is a US version of Now That's What I Call Music. Silver Sun Pickups with their album Swoon. 2009 it looks like. Very cool. I do like the artwork on this. And here's disc 3 from that Motown USA compilation. Looks like I only have 3 discs, so I don't know how many discs were in this compilation, but I do have 1, 2, and 3. So maybe that's all there was, maybe not. Neil Young and Crazy Horse with Broken Arrow. It is nice to be able to pick up a lot of this more recent Neil Young stuff. I have not heard a lot of that. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble with Blues at Sunrise. Who's Next by The Who. Of course, definitely have this on vinyl already, but it's nice to have a clean CD copy of it. Miles Davis, classic one here, Relaxing with the Miles Davis Quintet. And Prestige. And we got a compilation here from Miles Davis, titled Jazz Showcase. And just a bunch of stuff from the Prestige label by Miles Davis. Another one from the Ken Burns Jazz series. So you have the Thelonious Monk compilation that they made. And then next up we have Robert Cray, Take Your Shoes Off. So we're going back into the blues here. Very nice. All right, and this next little stack I have for you are from the Humane Society thrift store. They're 50 cents a piece there, but I think on this particular day, for some reason, they were having a half price sale for their, so they were 25 cents, and I wound up with 4 CDs. First one we got here is Buena Vista Social Club presents Ibrahim Ferrer, and Chris Williamson and Treat Fury with Between the Lines, or Between the Covers. Copy of Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals. And classic here, Joni Mitchell's Blue, which another one I do have on vinyl already, and definitely a highly recommended album, and I'm glad to have a CD copy of it. Alright, and then all the rest here, I believe, are back to just multiple visits to Goodwill, picking up, sometimes I'll only pick up a few, sometimes I'll pick up a stack of 10. It just depends on what I can find. Next thing you have here is Jizza and Genius with Beneath the Surface. I have not heard this one before. A new one for me. Classic one that I had when I was younger and got rid of it somewhere along the line, so it's good to have this one back, but Quad City DJs. And they do that song, Come On Ride That Train. That Value Vinyl uses in his VCLT intro video. Next up, Sunny Day Real Estate with Diary. I've heard of Sunny Day Real Estate, but I've never really listened to them, so I thought I would grab this. Kind of an interesting artwork on this one, and it just caught my eye, so I thought I would pick it up. I guess this is some sort of remastered version. It says remastered from the original master tapes. Includes 2 bonus tracks. So, yeah, just a re-release of that, remastered re-release. This one's sealed, Elton John Songs from the West Coast, and it has a local radio station sticker on it, so I'm sure somebody got this as a freebie at one of their live events at that radio station. But yeah, cool, Elton John. I don't think I have this one for some reason, so went ahead and grabbed that one. Frankie Cosmos with Vessel. That's all blown out. And here's a cool one. I recently got this for free in the free bin at 2nd and Charles on vinyl, and now I have it on CD as well. Jennifer Warren's Famous Blue Raincoat. Incredible album. Yeah, this is, I guess, a well-known album in the audiophile world. It sounds very good. It's one of those really good sounding albums that people use to show off their system, and yeah, really enjoyed listening to that on vinyl, so I'm glad to have it on CD as well. Here's another sealed one, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, Walking in the Clouds. No, Walking into Clarksdale, not Walking in the Clouds. Anyway, there's that. And it looks like a Media Play sticker. I miss Media Play. I don't know if any of you all ever had a Media Play store, but that was a really cool store. I really miss it. But yeah, that was definitely cool. The Monkees 30th Anniversary Collection, so just a Monkees compilation there. A copy of Neil Young's Decade. Of course, another one. Definitely have on vinyl, but nice to have on CD. And Monkees 30th Anniversary Collection Disc 1, so I guess that other one was Disc 2. 2-disc set on Rhino, Monkees compilation. Led Zeppelin Houses of the Holy. I have several copies of this on vinyl, and I also have the remastered CD version, but I thought I'd get this more original CD as well, just to add into the collection, to have it, to be able to compare to. A single CD for Pearl Jam's Go. Probably also some extra bonus tracks and stuff. These CD singles always had some interesting stuff on them, so they're fun to pick up. This was a really cool find. I've been hoping to find one of these for a long time. Finally hit pay dirt. This is a Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab CD of copy of Rush's 2112. So I've been looking for basically Mobile Fidelity CDs for a while. I found some SACDs in the wild, you know, for not too much money, but yet have not found a Mobile Fidelity CD until now. So yeah, these are just really cool. I love the packaging on these, how it sort of flips out, and then as you open the the thing, it sort of flips up like this, and then you can pull the CD off that way. And the CDs are gold. Really cool. Yeah, gold CDs. So yeah, just cool packaging, and you know, it'll be cool to be able to compare this to. I think I do have a regular CD pressing of this, so I'll have to compare the two. But I just wanted to have a Mobile Fidelity CD in my collection, and I think they're really neat, the packaging and everything. So that was a good find. Here's a cool one, Led Zeppelin BBC Sessions. Nice little box set. 2 CDs, or 3 CDs, 2 discs of music, and then a disc of interviews on the BBC. So that'll be a cool one to get into. Nice little set there. Yes's 90125, Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, No Quarter. And then we have the Eagles, The Very Best Of. And I am not a fan of the Eagles, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I might give it to a friend or use it somewhere. I'll figure out something to do with that, but I didn't want to leave it behind. And we have Styx Greatest Hits Part 2. So I don't know if I have Part 1 or not, but it's Styx, so I thought I would grab it. Copy of Robert Plant's Pictures at 11. I do have this one on vinyl. Good album, like it. This is a funny one. Robert Schimmel Comes Clean. If you haven't heard this comedy routine, if you're it's quite raunchy, but it's funny as hell, and it's a classic in my book. So it was cool to find this on CD. Have a physical copy of it. The soundtrack to Heavy Metal, and Rush, All the World's a Stage. This is the Rush remasters, so I guess they did a remaster series at some point. Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti on CD. I haven't seen this on the older, sort of thick two CD set like that before. I have the remastered version on CD, but this is pretty neat to find. Van Halen's 5150. ZZ Top's Recycler. Mary J. Blige, Share My World. Back to Titanic, James Horner. So it's more music from the movie Titanic. You see the original soundtrack all the time, but I hadn't seen this one before, so grab that. This is disc 2 of the Best of the Grateful Dead. What a long, strange trip it's been. And I don't think I have disc 1, so this is kind of just half of something there. The Best of Boy George and Culture Club. So compilation that has Culture Club songs and Boy George solo stuff on it as well. That would be interesting to dive into. Pat Benatar 2-record set. It's In the Heat of the Night and Crimes of Passion. Pretty neat thing. They used to shove two LPs on one CD. Single for Pearl Jam's Animal, and it's still sealed. So that's pretty neat. And last but not least, Iron Butterfly, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. I still have yet to find a really nice copy of this on vinyl. Every time I find it, it's just thrashed, so might as well pick it up on CD so you at least have a nice way to hear it. Yeah, so those were my CD finds from the summertime. Not a huge amount, but a nice amount, and some really interesting finds. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video and you aren't already subscribed, I recommend you hit that subscribe button. You'll be kept up to date with future CD and vinyl finds videos and other music-related videos I do here on the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or great night, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.